Do you know that humans were an epitome of innocence at creation? In human history, the era between the creation of man and the fall of man could best be described as the age of innocence. This was an age that has hardly been talked about in any significant detail. The book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 7, describes this era as the time when man was a living soul. The verse states, "And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul." The age of innocence was the period before sin entered the world. Even though an iniquitous Satan and other fallen angels were on the earth, they had not really crossed paths with humans. At this time, therefore, humans and fallen angels were parallel lines. Although these fallen spirits assumed that they were supposed to be the ones who should call the shots on earth, having arrived on the planet before humans, God had other ideas. Hear what the Almighty said to the humans in Genesis chapter 1, verse 28. "And God blessed them and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." At this time, when humans were designated as living souls, their relationship with God was perfect. There was therefore no hindrance of any sort between the Creator and these first humans. At this time, humans were covered or clothed with the glory of God. During this period, the relationship between the human spirit, the human soul, and the human body was perfect. This meant that the rightful balance between the human spirit and the human soul on one hand, and that between the soul and the human body had not been disrupted. At this time, the human spirit was the mistress of the house. The human soul was the steward, while the human body was the servant. And thus the balance remained intact. That is, between the spirit, the soul, and the body. The human spirit received from God and passed the message to the human soul. The soul then passed the communication to the human body. At this time, there was a perfect harmony between the three. That is, spirit, soul, and body. So there was no friction of any sort between the three parts of any human. There was perfect harmony. As man was the designated ruler of the earth, the Creator was able to assign responsibilities to man without any hindrance. Therefore, when God delegated the task of naming the animals and birds to man, it was quite straightforward. And this was principally because the abilities of God flowed freely through Adam. Do not forget that man was untainted at this time. In Genesis chapter 2, verses 19 and 20, we read, "And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field, and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field." So, man was ultimately a co-worker with God. And this was exactly how the Creator planned it and thus executed it. And there was nothing anyone could do about it. During this age of innocence, there was no toiling, even though man was walking. Humans were ensconced in their beautiful garden home, and they were without a care in the world. The angels of God were companions to humans, as Adam and Eve always looked forward to the Creator's visit to their garden home. My friends, brothers and sisters, and lovers of this channel, we have come to the end of the video. Please do not forget to like, to share, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much